Jared from TFL just announced that Terra Station will be updating tomorrow and will no longer be compatible with Terra Luna Classic. Let's talk about what actions you need to take right now to protect your Terra Luna Classic. Here's the announcement that Jared put out just a couple hours ago, and unfortunately it doesn't seem like there's been very many updates or clarification points to this yet, so brace yourself, this is going to be a rough one. Jared said, for Terra Station users on Classic, Terra Station will be updating to Station on January 10th, 2023. That is tomorrow. The current version, the one that we are currently using, updates automatically. It is not compatible with Classic. This is really important to highlight. We are going to have to make a change to be able to continue accessing Station or the legacy version of Terra Station. This affects the web, desktop, and the extension applications like on Chrome, things like that. You can see I have my Terra Station and my Chrome right above me here. Mobile is supposedly not going to be affected, but I would still recommend mobile users definitely take some of the steps that we're going to talk about here in just a minute to make sure that you're protected just in case something happens in the future or something goes wrong with the update and you end up not being able to recover your wallet. Okay, so first off, we can access the legacy version of the web right here. And I want to point out something for you. This web address is station-classic.terra.money. The normal one that we have been using right now is station.terra.money. You can see at the top, it says I am on Classic here. This is going to be updating. So this website link will not be working from my understanding anymore to access Terra Luna Classic. You'll have to go to this legacy version, and you'll notice something right up here. It's saying I need to connect my wallet. My wallet is not automatically connected by default. This I think is important to highlight because depending on how this update plays out, you might need to make sure that you have your wallet information saved, written down, ready to go, just in case it wipes your saved wallet info. Because again, right here we can see on the new Terra Station or on the current Terra Station that's going to be updated, it has my wallet already saved. But on this new website link, it does not. So be sure to save that information. You can download a legacy version of Terra Station desktop here, M1, Mac M1 version right here, Mac version right here. You can download a legacy version of the Station extension here for Firefox, and the Chrome one is pending Google approval. Now, this is something that I was hoping to get some clarification on, but we don't have. For example, you can see I have a Chrome extension right here for my Terra Station wallet. I'm not sure if this means that this extension is going to be updated and I will no longer be able to access Classic Wallet on this in the future. I'm not sure how this is going to work. And this is, again, why I would recommend you take the steps I'm going to be showing right now to go ahead and save your private key information. Make sure you save that information because worst case scenario, you can import that into a new wallet or import that into a new wallet interface. You're essentially saving the information to be able to access your wallet that's saved on the blockchain. And that's what that private key is for. It's like a key to let you access your account balance that's stored on the blockchain. If you do not have your seed phrase, this is a big one. Make sure if you have your seed phrase, write it down. Do not, please, do not save your seed phrase on a cloud storage. That is just like the worst thing you could possibly do. If anything, write it down, have a physical saved copy that if anybody hacks any of your devices, your wallet is safe. You definitely do not want a seed phrase .text file or something like that that people can easily find on any of your devices. It is not ideal. Do not do that. Make sure to have your seed phrase written down on physical paper if possible and store it in a safe place. That way you are protected. Here are the instructions that they provided to use Terra Classic on Station Legacy, or the legacy version of Terra Station. You can go in and you're going to select export your wallet on the current setup, again, the current extension, or however you're using it. Then you can go enter your password, click submit to try and access, again, your private key. You want to save that information on paper. Do not make it into a text file or something like that. Not a good idea. Then you can open the Station Wallet Classic app. So again, this is sounding like you need to get that classic version or this legacy version and select import wallet. You can then import your private key right here, enter in a password, and it'll save it for you. This is very similar to if you were going to try and use Rebel Station or Toxic Labs DAO Station or any of those different ones that are different station versions. It's a very similar process here. I do want to show you some of the clarifications that Jared provided to questions that he was asked. So here's one that I think is really good. How long until you expect Google to okay the Terra Classic Station extension? If we don't have mobile, how do we access our Classic wallets in the meantime? Jared says basically what you have to do here, use the Firefox extension until Chrome approval. Google does not provide deadlines for approval. They're going to be waiting an unknown amount of time. And so again, it's kind of sounding like if you have a Google Chrome extension like I have right here, you will not be able to access your Terra Classic. Now, I don't know if that means that the wallet will be unsaved and you'll have to re-enter it in, or if it's still going to save the information for you to try and recover. I don't know how it's going to play out. So again, save your information down to make sure regardless of what happens, you could then load up your wallet or interact with your wallet on any of the station interfaces. Another question that Jared responded to is there any effect to validators? Should I undelegate? Again, it's important to understand here, this is an interface. This is something that lets you access your wallet. This is not your actual wallet being stored on their website. This is not going to affect your tokens being transferred around. They're not just going to disappear. As long as you have your seed phrase or your private key, or ideally both, you should be able to recover your wallet at any different interface. Think of it like your bank account information. You can go ahead and have your bank account information and recover that from any computer or any device. It's a similar concept. It doesn't matter whether it's a computer, a phone, a lot of different devices. You can still access your bank account because that is stored somewhere else. In this case, it's a blockchain instead of a bank account server. So in my opinion, it kind of stinks that this was dropped on us with basically 24-hour notice here. This is not ideal at all. And we don't have clarification of what happens in the event that someone's wallet, let's say you don't have your private key saved, you don't have your seed phrase. What happens in that scenario? Is it going to log you out? Is it still going to be logged in? You just can't interact with the blockchain. And so then you could go ahead and recover your private key. Like, how is this going to work? And I really wish we had some more clarification on that, because depending on how this app gets rolled out, it could be really bad for a lot of people. Now, I doubt they're going to try and do that. I can guarantee you they know that there's going to be hundreds of people or thousands of people who don't have their information saved. And so if they locked people out of their wallets and said, oh, you have to reconnect every single wallet now with this new application, thousands of people, hundreds of people would lose access to their wallets because they didn't save their information. Again, as long as you have the information saved, you can access it from anywhere. Try not to panic right now. Just simply go ahead, save your seed phrase, save your private key, whatever you have access to. Write it down. Don't save it on a device that could be hacked. Make sure it's put in a safe location and protect yourself. Regardless of how this plays out, you will be safe as long as you have that information saved somewhere. If you guys got value out of this video, check out this video up here to learn how Terra Luna Classic could hit $1 next week. But is that really something we want to have happen?